Good morning. Good morning. Before I continue today, let me just make a disclaimer. You guys are doing information products now. By now, you should know what disclaimers are. Now, I'll be talking about, what's that? Payments. Online. Being able to accept payments and generally how to get people to pay you, how to have the money in your hand. And that is why I want to make this disclaimer. Now, I'll be talking from personal experiences, which will convey my personal prejudices based on my personal experiences. Now, I won't be insidious about anything. So if I make comments, I'm not trying to downgrade other people's products or other people's services. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just talking from my personal experiences and from my own personal beliefs. Do you understand? I'm just here to just talk. That's it. Do you understand? So I want to just go for it from the perspective of what I have seen, what I believe in, and what I think. Am I permitted to continue? The end process of any sales system is the money. Hello? If you master anything without collecting money, you have done zero. Hello? And that means that the beginning and the end of any business is actually the customer. Are you following me? If I take it too deep, let me know so I can calm down. The beginning and end of any business is the customer. And the top to bottom of any business you start, be it a service, be it a product, whatever, consulting and all of that, is the money. Or is there anybody here that will run a business for 2 years without getting paid and will continue to run it for the next 10 years? Hello? Even Bill Gates collects money for software and will continue to collect the money. So, how do you get your customers to pay you? And how do you make it easy for them? And those two questions brings about two new set of questions which you need to ask yourself first. Number one, where is my business targeted, or who are my business targeted to? Sorry, I'm taking this in a stepwise manner. I want you to follow me, please. Can I still go ahead? Now, who is my business targeted at? Who are my customers? That sets the tone for what kind of payment method you will use. Hello? If your business is targeted to a local audience, and when I say a local audience, I mean the Nigerian community. Of course, the last census told us that the number of Nigerians is what? About 100 and what? Between 140, 150, about 140 million. So we can be sure it is not less than 140 million. And between that time and now, people don't born. Hello? So if it was 140, I passed by a house not too long ago, and how I got to know the estimate of the number of people living in that house was because a PSP was passing and they came out to throw away their refuse. Have you seen that scenario before? And I was looking at the house, inside this house. So if it was 140 million, you can be certain it is more. Now the question is your business targeted at the 140 million Nigerians, or is your business targeted outside? That is the first distinction you need to make. Now, a lot of people will confuse themselves by looking for PayPal when your audience are Nigerians. Excuse me. Has it happened to you before? You want to sell to Nigerians and you are looking for PayPal. I ask people questions sometimes, and the question I ask them is, they start shouting, hey, I want to open a PayPal account. How many of you want to open a PayPal account? The book you wrote, who are you selling it to? So, excuse me, what do you need a PayPal account for? Hello? Are we getting somewhere? It don't happen to him. That thing don't happen to him. So, you need to distinguish and be very, very clear about it. You see, if you want to make money online, one of the things you need to know, and one of the principles you need to follow, is the principle of knowing beforehand where you are going. You see, in internet business, especially when you begin to grow to a certain level, you find out that you cannot see the whole scope of your business at once. If you sit down and you try to see the scope of your business, you can't see the entire thing. But you can have an idea of where you are going, and you can have an idea of your starting point. Hello? Now, you don't just do things haphazardly. If you do things haphazardly, you get into problems. It starts with you sitting down and knowing where you are and where you are going. And that will set the tone for the things you do. You know exactly when to buy your domain name. You know exactly when to pay for a web hosting account. You know when to get an autoresponder. Some people will get an autoresponder before writing the autoresponder sequence. And guess what? The autoresponder will start reading money. Do you understand me? So, now you distinguish. Who are my target audience? The local market or in the international market? If it is the local market, hello? You are here today. Okay, let me ask it this way. Can I get 10 volunteers? Just 10. Just stand up. I just want to ask a simple question. 10. Just 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How did you pay for this seminar? What bank? First Bank. How did you pay? Zenith Bank. How did you pay? 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 Eh? How did you pay? How did you pay? How did you pay? If you are selling to Nigeria, go and open bank. Bank. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you are selling to Nigeria, go and open bank. What I mean is that go and open bank account. Stop chasing what is not lost. You want to sell something and you know it is Nigerians that will buy it, and you are chasing PayPal. You are chasing credit card and you are chasing MasterCard. MasterCard will master you. Why? Because it is useless. Our economy is such that there are a lot of advancements we cannot take advantage of. So what do? You structure around what is on ground. Before MasterCard came, people were doing business. Before Visa card came, people were doing business. Before internet came, I have said it over and over, there is nothing new on the internet. Everything that is being done on the internet has been done before. Hello? So sit down and think. Somebody is in Aba, and the person sees my advert probably in Success Digest. How can this person pay me? In fact, there are some products we will sell. If you mention PayPal to the Nigerians that want to buy, they don't even know PayPal. How many of you have heard of PayPal before this seminar? Now raise down your hand. How many of you, this seminar is the first time you are hearing PayPal? Now, God help you if you are using PayPal. The person is this man that has never heard of PayPal before. That will be the end of your advertising and business strategy for him. Because he will come and buy from me who has made the process simple. Do you get it? Now, this is the process. Very simple. When you open a bank account, number one, find out the branch network. Do you understand what I mean? How reachable or how many branches. You can estimate it based on the bank. Just try and find out what is the network strength of the bank. So that you won't have complaints of people saying they can't reach so, they can't reach so. Now when you get to the bank, and you want to open the account, find out from them if they can give you internet banking. Hello? If they can give you what? Internet banking. That is online access to your account. A lot of them. Now listen. I want to balance it up. I have about 1 hour, so I'm free. I want to balance it up so that you will not get into errors. Now, a lot of them now do text messaging. Instant alert. Somebody credits your account and you get an alert. But if you depend on that alert, you are setting up yourself for trouble. Because we have customized SMS. Hello? And somebody can send you an alert that is not from the bank and you will credit. You will do transaction. It has happened just this morning before I left the office. Somebody sent a text. The text was from GTB. It was from GTB, but it's not from GTB. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was for 60,000 naira plus And when my staff received the text on the office line, he just asked, have you enabled alerts? Because normally text messages don't go to that phone. So the first question he asked me was, have you enabled alerts from GTB? I said, if there's any text message from GTB, that is a scam and somebody is trying something. I did not even think far. So I told him, bring the text. And I investigated. Number one, that phone is not even in my GTB record. Hello? But the text was a wonderful copy. So that is why you need something more than text messages. Because as internet advances, so also the bad guys advance. A customer recently complained, you guys, you've defrauded me, you've done this, you've done that. The question we asked was your account credited? He said, no, you have defrauded me. I said, okay, why don't you just check the history of your account? He said, why can't you tell me to check the history of my account? Then it means you know about something. No, it's not about we know about something. It's about we know what can happen. Do you get it? His account was credited and somebody moved the money out. Now, we can't bear the cost for that. Because even if you take us to court, what the court will ask is, who did you give your password? Did you give it to them? Did you give us your password? So how can we access your account? But you see, carelessness sometimes. Probably you use a cyber cafe, you forgot to log out. If you use a cyber cafe, you must always log out. Don't say you closed it. If you close it, it is still logged in. So the next person that comes will still access it. The same goes with your email address. Now that's not the topic of discussion. But have I proved? So you ask for internet banking. And with even the internet banking, be careful. Because if you ask for internet banking, some of them will give you facilities to be able to do payments right from your internet banking account. You can pay people from your online account. And that is another danger. If you are careless and somebody else accesses it, it means the person can still pay himself. And that's one of the reasons, you see, maybe one of these days we'll do a course basically that teaches online security. Simple things that you should do to protect yourself. And as you advance, you need to go deeper in security. In December, I've not said it up until now, we had an attack. It was a sophisticated attack. We had one in December, we had one in January, until we finally discovered how it was done. So we were able to block it. And it led to close to 500,000 naira in losses. Just 2 days. I'm not here to scare you. Sure you understand? I'm just trying to put you in perspective. Because anyway, have you gotten my point? So ask for online banking. So that when somebody pays you, you can see the record of the payment. Then you can easily ask your customers, after payment, do this. You see, one of the ways to know these things very well is look at any of our websites. Look at the way Daddy operates. Look at the way other people operate. See their model and you see all these things there. After you have paid to the bank, you need to do a notification of payments. Do you get it? And it's always better to ask them to do that notification to your email. You ask people to send back certain details to you. And what you now do is to match your account record with the details that was sent to you. Do you understand? So you can ask them to send something like the depositor name, the teller number. If you are using more than one bank, you can tell them to give you the bank they paid to. The bank, if you are using more than one bank, you can ask them to give you the bank they paid to. Tell them to give you the amount they paid, their name. If you are selling more than one product, you tell them to specify what they paid for. And remember, I said you should use email. Don't ask them to send text. Because it is difficult to keep record with text message. Somebody can pay 5,000 naira, and after 2 years, we drag you to Scambuster and said he pays 10,000 naira, and you have deleted the text message. But with email, you can easily search your record and bring it out. Know the date he paid, go back to your bank, do a confirmation, and say, no, you did not pay 10,000. You paid 5,000. I'm telling you, it don't happen. Nobody say, it don't happen. Hello? How many of you have been delivered from PayPal? You have been delivered from PayPal. You have been delivered. You thought if you don't have PayPal, you can't do business. Okay. May your deliverance be complete. Can we move on? Now, you can decide, okay, I don't want to offer my products and services to the Nigerian market. I want to offer my products and services to the international market. And the moment you make that decision, it is a new ball game entirely. Hello? It is a what? A new ball game entirely. And that is where a lot of people make mistakes. If there's anybody here that can say yes to the question I'm about to ask, I will give you 20,000 naira check. No. If you say yes, if you have Yahoo email, raise up your hand. This is not the question. No. If you have, because a lot of people want to collect 20,000 naira. If you have Yahoo email, raise up your hand. Okay, everybody has Yahoo email. If you have Gmail, raise up your hand. Everybody has Gmail. You attended the seminar, right? Very good. How many of you read the terms of service of Yahoo before you said, I agree? You read the terms of service from beginning to end. You read it from beginning to end. And you read Gmail. And you asked for the terms of service of this seminar before coming. You see, let me tell you something. There is one bad thing about all these terms of service that I used to see online. And they used to have one clause that says we have the right. That's not how they write it though. I'm just saying it in my own language. They used to have one clause that says we have the right to do what we like to you, and you have a right to remain silent. You read it? Is it not there? Even me, at the right time. It's always there when you read it carefully. And all these payment systems that you see have that clause. Have you heard of tales of woes? Nigerians will say, oh, I lost $22,000. People just closed my account. They close your account. And so what? Did you not agree that they should close your account? Do you guess what I'm saying? So before you join anything, especially when it has to do with your money, email is still, we can still say it's negligible. You understand? But when it has to do with your business and your money, I advise you to take time to read the terms of service. There's a service I use now. I read the terms of service for about 3 months. It was about 30 pages. I was reading and underlining. There's a form that was sent to me by one of the services we use online. They sent me a form based on the level of operation. The form is still there. It has been sent since December. I am reading it page by page. I made a photocopy of the form so that I can fill the photocopy first. Then I will now transfer what I feel onto the original. Because if you say I agree, and they agree you will be agreed. Hello? You know it's easy for you to barge into GTB and shout down everybody. Where is the MD? Where is the chief operating officer? How can you close my account? What does it mean of all this nonsense? Who will shout on paper? Have you heard any Nigerian that say, now, because they closed my account, I travel to America. When I enter their office, I show them paper. If you travel to their office and you enter their office and you show them paper, you will not come back to Nigeria. They will lock you up there. Have I made my point? Let's move on. Now, you try as much as possible to read their terms of service. PayPal has the terms of service. And when you are reading the terms of service, you will see a lot of things that will even help your business. For instance, all of them have charges. And sometimes when you sell something, if you are not careful and you don't build in the charges, you can operate a business and not make any money. Hello? Because you discover that, let's assume you are selling something for $5 and they have taken a charge of $2. By the time you make the money and they want to send it to your Nigerian account, they remove maybe another commission again. You now get there, you bounce, my money has arrived. When they give you 1,500 naira. Hello? That's why I said it's a new ball game. You have to note a lot of things. Now, one of the first things you should note is what country do they accept? Once they don't accept Nigeria, don't accept them. What did I say? Once they don't accept Nigeria, you too, reject them. If you reject me, I reject you. If you don't like my black face, I don't like your white face. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. If they tell you they don't want Nigeria, and you now pass through a back door, one day, back door will close. And one of two things will happen. In fact, one thing will happen. If you are lucky, you and your money will be outside the door. Hello? So they lock the door, but you and your money, you are outside. Or, of course, you can't be inside. You will always be outside. But your money can be inside. And you'll be peeping through the window. That is why I don't like back doors. You can do it like this and get on ClickBank. It works. But sometimes, and most times, it only works for a while. And may you not be the victim. We've seen people ruined because PayPal closed their accounts. We've seen it before. We've seen people ruined and they can't trade under their name till today because PayPal closed their accounts. We've seen it. Hello? Now, for those that accept Nigeria, find out what the requirements are for accepting Nigeria. Hello? You are wondering, so the wahala is plenty like this. It's better you go through the wahala before wahala will wahala you. Do you understand? So patiently go through it. If you are really, really interested in selling to the international market, patiently go through. Even those that are in America, they still go through all these processes. They still go through it. PayPal will freeze the account of even an American. Have you heard it before? They will freeze the account of even an American. And the American will need to do some things to be able to unblock their account. Talk less of you that are in Nigeria. So if they can freeze the account of somebody who is in America, freeze the account of somebody who is in Europe. Hello? Do you not understand why I made the disclaimer earlier? I'm not discounting anybody's business. I'm not saying you should not open a PayPal account. If you need it, fine, you can open it. Because sometimes, yes, you would find out that you need it. For instance, you see a lovely book online and you want to pay for it and you don't have PayPal. Do you understand? You find out that you need it. But I've decided and I have discovered that I can always go around it. If you accept PayPal, if you are taking PayPal on your site and I need what you are selling and I can't use PayPal to pay, what I do is I look for an alternative that they will accept my GTB. Some of them will even accept wire transfer. And a lot of these people are actually very open to dealing with Nigerians. I just told you somebody, a company from outside, sent me a document to complete. So examples of those that accept Nigerians are, we have alertpay.com. Alertpay.com. A-L-E-R-T, alertpay.com. They accept Nigerians. I've spoken to them over and over again, and they do accept Nigerians. The only thing is that you have to do a verification. And I recommend that before you start using your account, go through the verification process and complete it. If it is not complete and they approve you, don't use the account. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is better there is no money inside and something happens than your money is already inside, then something happens. I don't know about you, but I feel bad about it. I will feel somehow, I start asking myself, how can you lock my money? My money. You know, there's a difference between money and my money. Because there is my at the back of the money. Do you understand? So we have alertpay.com. We have plymos.com. P for pastor, L for lion, I for icon, M for monkey, U for umbrella, and S for strong. Plymos.com. They also accept Nigerians. As far as the time I checked last, Plymos.com. They accept Nigerians. I said P-L-I-M-U-S. Plymos.com. We have tocheckout.com. You write number two, then checkout.com. Tocheckout.com. Now let me tell you a secret. Are you ready for the secret? Are you ready? If you want to sell something to the international market and you use to check out, you're already using PayPal. If you want to sell to the international market and you use to checkout.com, you are already using PayPal. Do you know why? Because to checkout integrates PayPal. So when somebody wants to pay you and the person has PayPal, the person can pay with PayPal straight. So you don't even have to have a PayPal account if you want to sell. Once you have to checkout already has PayPal. And the money still gets credited to your account. And I've been speaking with to checkout for about 2 years because we've been trying to develop a few things at our end. And I've been speaking with them for about 2 years. And they have not, up to now, every question I ask has been replied. That shows you a company that is ready to deal with Nigerians. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That shows you they are ready to work with us. They are ready to deal with us. To checkout.com. And to checkout will even give you, they have a kind of card. I think, what's the name of the card again? Payoneer. So once you have money in your account, you can actually buy a card. That card. And each time you have money in your account, you can load that card, go to a local ATM that is of international standard. I think there are some ATMs like that will pay you dollars. And use the card to withdraw dollars. Yeah. Now, the second part of what I just said, I never try them. I told you I will tell you. I have never tried it. But I believe it should work. Now, another thing you should be ready for when you want to sell to the international market and you want to use all these people. Now, let me make a distinction here. Have you heard of term payment processor before? Have you heard of payment processor? Who has heard of payment processor? Okay. Who has heard of payment system? What is payment system? Exam don't start. What is payment system? What is payment processor? When you use the word payment processor, it's like you're talking about a kind of switching service. You use probably, okay, how many of you have seen InterSwitch? That's a payment processor. You go to any ATM from any bank, you put in your ATM card, it processes, takes the money out from wherever it is taking the money out from. I don't want to know, I just know it is going to take the money out from somewhere, my bank account anyway. It gives me the cash, I'm deducted, and do you understand? Now that is akin to a payment processor. Because, I don't know if are you here, you bought something online before? I'm trying to know the level of the audience. No. When I say level, what I'm trying to find out is, I want to know how advanced you've gone online. Nazero. Wait now. And when I started talking, wait. When I started talking, I told you, as if I don't go advance, make you call me back. So you dey look me, and the waka dey go. Make you the waka dey go. By the time I will look left, nobody look right. All right, now listen. You see, if you have a card, all these your ATM cards and so on, they also, if you have like probably a MasterCard, a Visa card, what you do is that you can load money on the card. Okay? Then if you see something you like online, you can enter the card details. The card will come with some numbers, just like you have your ATM. Your bank account information is on it, then your PIN. So on the internet too, when you get to a place where you want to buy and they ask you to enter your card information, you can put in your card number, then put in your PIN, and then it automatically deducts from wherever your card is. It deducts from it, pays the person selling, and automatically you get what you are paying for. Do you understand now? That is payment processing. You don't even need to have an account with the merchant. The payment processor does the whole thing. So PayPal does it too. PayPal is a payment system. PayPal is also a payment processor. Because sometimes you can actually use PayPal without having an account with PayPal before. You just put in your card and you get what you want. But in the case of payment systems, a payment system will require you to have an account, then you would credit the account. Hello? Let me use your bank account to explain that. If you have a bank account, no deposit, no withdrawal. Do you understand what I just said? If you have a GTB account, you just open a GTB. You are now bouncing. GTB. You now go to Kia shop. You price 2009 model of Kia automatic. They told you 2.5 million. You say, I've opened a bank account. Just give me the pro forma invoice. Will it work? Before you can use the bank account, what do? You credit. So a payment system works like that. You have an account with them. You have deposited money with them. Then anytime you now want to spend, you can fall back on the balance you have in the account. Do you understand? In the case of a payment processor, there's no prior, you can just put in your card information, they charge the card. In the case of a payment system, do you know what? Payment system, payment processor, everything are payments. Let's close it like that. Okay, are you flowing with me? Okay. I wanted to just jumble everything together, so I'll just finish lesson. Okay, now, you can also accept payments with a payment system. For instance, we have Liberty Reserve. How many of you have heard of Liberty Reserve? Then you will now relate what I'm saying now. How many of you have heard of ClickBank? In ClickBank, when you want to buy anything, you put card, right? In Liberty Reserve, you credit your account. Then when you want to pay for something, you pay from your account credit. Not that you will use any card or anything. Do you understand it now? Now, all these things are avenues for you to accept payments. You can also ask people to pay you with Liberty Reserve. Even here in Nigeria, a lot of people will pay you with Liberty Reserve. And you can set everything to be automatic. Once they pay, we have a service, for instance, where we sell SMS and we integrate Liberty Reserve to it. So even if it is 3 a.m. in the night, you don't have to call me or beg me or anything. You just pay with your Liberty Reserve and your account is credited immediately. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So when you're going out to deal with the international market, these are things that you need to consider and put in place here and there. Hello? The one where you understand where is that local one. Am I right? Actually, anyway, you won't appreciate most of these things until you start trying them out. When you visit the website, you begin to see all these things I'm talking about. You begin to see verification process, talking to them, asking them questions. Then when you're dealing with payment processors outside Nigeria, make sure you are dealing with a processor that will answer you on time. There are some people, if you write them email, they might not reply until 1 week. Most of them will eventually reply, but they might not reply until after 1 week. Then some of them will have what we call refund policy. A lot of them, once somebody makes a complaint, maybe you sold something of $50,000 to somebody, and then the person makes a complaint, they can just remove the money and return it to the person without even asking you how far. And those are refund policies. These are policies. That's why I said you should read the terms of service. Those are policies. I think PayPal does something similar, but I don't know how far. It does, okay. Because I don't read all those, I'm no longer interested in them, so I don't read them. I don't read them. And whereas some people will not hear story before they take the money back and give to the person that brought the story. Some other people, no matter how much story you tell them, they will never refund the money that has gone. Like Liberty Reserve. If somebody pays you with Liberty Reserve, except you decide to give the person back, Liberty Reserve won't do anything. Even if somebody enters your account illegally and takes out $10,000, they won't return it. Because it is the policy. All spendings are final. And you agreed. Hello? Everybody is doing. Hey, share this local one is not better like this. Share this local one is not better. How many of you are already thinking, share this local one is not better like this? You see? How many of you still want to do international? Now, hello? When it comes to payment processing with international markets also, one of the things you have to consider is you have to think about making the sales process automatic. Why? When you are selling to the international markets, time zones differ. When you are awake and agile, that might be the time that nobody will buy because they are sleeping. The time you now decide to rest might be the time they will buy. Let me give you a very perfect example. On Thursday, we sent out some money. And this is where I have problems with a lot of Nigerians. Don't encourage people to come to your office. Hey, I want to buy that thing now. I want to come to your office. When I just come to your office, I will just pay you. When they come to your office, they won't pay you. They will talk for 4 hours. And after they have talked for 4 hours, you will now ask them, so what have you come to do? Sheba, I've seen your face. No, that's why I don't allow people to come. You are here, you have called me before that you want to come and see me. I said no, raise up your hand. I will tell you no. Tell me what you want to say on phone. And I answer you. Send me email, I answer you. If I now discover that, okay, this person can come over, I can now invite you. Not that you just, some people will just barge into your office, come. No, I'm not trying. I love my customers and I treat them as customers. I treat my customers very well. But not that you will now, and that's why I switch off phone. Because if you call me 2 a.m., I can just look at, why are you calling at this time, for God's sake? And you will be angry. So it's better I kill it at 4. So that you will call and nobody's attending. Then by the time I put it on, I'm in a good mood. So when you call, hello, how are you? And you are happy. So time zones will affect. And that is why you need to think about making your sales process. You know, we are talking about payments and payment systems. So you need to make your sales process automatic when you are selling to the international market. So that the only thing you do is that you wake up and see who has paid and how much you have. And as you go deeper, During the lessons and things like that, website design, integration and things like that, you would learn now. Now, another thing I have to mention before I leave is this. All these things I'm saying now is sweet. When you go to these websites and you start, you will now see the cocoa. Hello? One of the major cocoa you will face is being able to use that website. For instance, you go to AlertPay and you are wondering, hey, so when people now come to my website, how will they now pay that the money will now go to AlertPay? Have you asked that question before? Don't worry. If you have not asked it before, you will ask it very soon. Those are the cocoa. How you are able to link your site to the payment processor. How you are able to set your price. How you are able to do it in such a way that when people pay for a product, for instance, maybe an information product, the moment the person pays, the person downloads. Do you understand? Those are things that you now need to work on. I can't start telling you all that now. But those are things you work on. And how do you do it? This is where I have another problem with Nigerians. People will call me, for instance, when I was doing web hosting services. They will call me, hey, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, but I cannot do it. I want to come to your office. I say, cool down. You see, when you log into that account, on the so corner of the website, you will see help. Click help and read it. Hello? There is no way I can know a website more than the owner of the website. People will come here, this software, I'm trying to do this. I ask them, am I Microsoft? Go and ask Microsoft the question. I can be nasty with such things. I can tell you that, am I Microsoft? Go and ask Microsoft now. But when you think about it, is it not true? You pick up a website design software, not my manual, a software that was written by a company, and you're asking me how can you configure it? Go and ask the company. But the truth is that the company must have included what we call a user manual. But we know they read them. How many of you have cell phones? And you read the user manual from pali to pali before you switched it on. You did. You try. You did. You try. Maybe your phone is a very complex one. So you had no choice because you did not even know where the on button was. So you had to find it. But no. I want you to reason along with me. So any website you get to, in fact, from today, website should not confuse you. Say, I'm on the website. When I now got to the website, I did not understand it. I now close it. You close money. When you get there and you don't understand it, number one, look for their user manual. They will have instruction. Read it. In fact, some of them have gone advanced. They will have video training. If your internet connection is slow, load it. Go and sleep. Come back. No, I'm telling you. There was a video training I watched for close to 2 months before I was able to perform a task. Yes. Even right now, I'm learning something. I'm learning a programming language now. And I've been learning this programming language since about 2003. I never know him. But I no go leave him. Because I know when I know him, Pepe go rest. Look, if you are not, how many of you know the West African dwarf goat? Ewure. West African dwarf goat. That short goat. When you beat it will come back. When you kick it, it will come back. Do you know why? I'll tell you the reason. It has a short memory for pain. Until you become a West African dwarf goat, you might not make money online. You will lose money. People will scam you. They will steal your money and hack your account. Your email will wake up and disappear. Just last week, a web host that I've been using for about 2 years, we just logged into our SMS site and it was suspended. Account suspended. Suspended. Kilo suspended. Do you understand what I'm saying? We woke up, got to the website, live. The account was suspended. Suspended. When we are paid for 6 months. No notice, no sorry, no nothing. So I contacted them. Oh boy, what did they happen? And off and on, they've been having a few issues. They said, they now discovered that we are the one that are abusing their server. I say abuse. I lashed at them. When I finished lashing, I was even afraid that they would delete my site. So they replied, they said I should be serious with my comments. I said, we are moving today. I called the technical guy, we are moving this site. He said, we can't move. You know, it's Valentine. People will want to send text message. I say, these people have a deeper problem. If we stay, we might be stayed. So we started moving. And it was not until last night that we finished the whole thing. That the thing now, we had to move to another host. Now, will I say because of that, I will not do another website? Do you understand what I'm saying? Will I say because I lost 500,000 naira in December? In fact, when everybody was shouting Merry Christmas, we were busy solving problems. We could not shout Merry Christmas. We don't do New Year's Eve. We were there. The programmer was there working, because we all traveled. The programmer was working from a location. I was working from a location. We were there. New Year, Christmas. Nothing. No. But will I say because of that, we won't continue? We've made back the money now because we continued in business. So, you must be stubborn. But not stubborn like the Ewure. Because the Ewure has one peculiar characteristic that I hate. The Ewure that is the West African dwarf goat, we never learn from its experience. It learns the experience. So when it comes and eats and you beat it, it will forget that you have done that. What it remembers is that he ate beans. So it will still come back and repeat the same thing. So when I say become like West African dwarf goat, know the kind of West African dwarf goat you want. If you copy West African dwarf goat, at the end of the day, one day you will just sell your shoe. Questions. Yes. Will you come over? Madam, let's take it 2-2.
My question has to do with the lecture I received yesterday from Mr. Akin Alabi. He was talking about the fact that ClickBank does not accept Nigerians. That the way to resolve that problem is to go through Fast eCash. They will help us to open a US address, and they will be able to make you take advantage of their services. But that we should just contact them. But unfortunately, I contacted one of their staff there, and she told me that they no longer offer such services. So I don't know whether you can tell us a way out of it.
Now, if you remember, I said I'll talk from my personal experiences. Fast eCash must have stopped offering the service for a reason. In fact, don't tell them I told you this one. If you go to any website that uses Fast eCash, you will see pay with credit card, pay with this, pay with that. Have you seen it before? If you try to pay with credit card as a Nigeria, it will deny you. They will tell you we don't accept credit card from Nigeria. A Nigerian site is denying Nigeria. You don't see that there's a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've tried it, so I know. I say, you be Nigeria, you still deny me. I'm in Nigeria, you're in Nigeria. I know your office. You know my face. You don't want to accept my card. So like I said before, there are always ways around. I can give you 1,001 ways to get around all these things. I know them. Okay? I know them. But if you can avoid it, please do. Do you understand me? If you can, please do. So the method that Aki was trying to give you is actually a viable method. Because all they want to know is that you are operating from a country where they accept. So if you can get an address of a country where they accept, you get a phone number probably of your brother or whatever, operates the account for you, you go on with business. It's the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there are always back doors to it, but if you are caught, don't say I was the one that told them. Madam.
Good afternoon. The title says how to set up online payment system and get paid for your sales. I believe you have taught us the types of online payment systems. Personally, I'm not very satisfied. I do not believe you have taught us how to set it up. I was expecting that you would show us how to put that InterSwitch logo on your site and people can pay, because most of the things you said, some of us are already familiar with it.
Now, if you remember, I already answered this question. Hello? I already answered the question. The InterSwitch that she talked about, if you want to set up InterSwitch, you first need to go to InterSwitch office and tell them you want to set it up. You pay 150,000 naira, if I'm correct. After that, you can't do it yourself. So if I teach you, I'm lying. You can't put you will go and call a programmer, and the programmer might send 6 months because it is complex. Do you understand? Now, for putting alert pay or putting Plymouth or putting to check out on your site, remember I said when you get there, look for the user manual. Okay? Now, the reason why I will avoid it all through today is because if I want to teach you how to set up, how to put a payment processor on your website, it is not a single unit training. First, you must know website design. You've done website design. Hello? Hold on. Hello? Now listen. If you have done website design, okay? Let us talk. If you have learned website design, you have gone one step, okay? Now, the next thing you need to do is just follow my instruction. Pick a payment processor. Are you with me? When you pick a payment processor, create an account. Log into the account. No, there's nothing. I'm not going to tell you anything new. It's what I've been saying before. I'm just putting it step 1, step 2 so that you will think that I've done something new. It's one of those things with information product. I can sell the same information product to you 10 times. And each time you buy it, you'll be happy that you have bought it. Because I can sell version 1 and call it Introduction to Payment System. Version 2, different types of payment system. Version 3, how to set up payment system. Version 4, how to collect your money in Nigeria, which we've not even talked about. And each one of it will be 30 pages. How you know go buy and be satisfied? So let's go on. Now, you create an account, you log into the account. Now, depending on the payment, you say, I said earlier that I cannot know the service like the owners. In fact, I've never logged into to check out. Okay, I've done it once, and they froze my account because I did not obey the terms of service. Yeah, I've done it once. But I can tell you that it is usually easy. If it is complex, there's a problem with them. Probably they will be the one to do it for you. It's supposed to be easy. Now, what you will do is that when you set up to receive payments with the site, okay, they will give you a place where you set up the price of the product you want to sell. For instance, you want to sell something for $10, okay? Their interface will ask you the price. You put in the price. Their interface will ask you your confirmation URL. Do you know what URL is? URL is that thing you type inside it's called Uniform Resource Locator. That thing that you type in your browser. Now, when you set up a website, normally your first page should be what? What's the name of your first page? You see, you don't get them wrong. Is what? Index. Then you can name the other pages. For instance, you can say, after people pay, this is your download page, where you put the download information for what they have paid for. Do you understand? Now, the link for the download page, the payment processor will ask you to put it. Let's assume your site is ajenikoko.com. And after people have paid, the place where they download is called ajenikoko.com/download. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, inside the payment process, where they ask you for your confirmation URL, you put in ajenikoko.com/download. When you set it up, they will now give you a code, which you will copy and put into the code section of your website. You don't put it into the design. I'm sure what they taught you is design. Did you see any code? You saw codes. Okay, fine. Okay, if you're not going to the codes, you put that link wherever you want people to click and pay. So you put the code there, then you upload. Now this is what happens. Some of the payment processor will also give you what is called a failure URL. What happens is that if the person tries to pay and the payment is not successful, it will go to a failure URL on your site. It redirects. It's called a redirection. Redirection means my office was here before. I moved my office here, and I put a notice here. So when I'm coming, somebody is coming, he sees the notice, what happens? He is redirected to my new office. Do you understand? So the payment processor does all that automatically for you. When somebody pays and the payment is successful, okay, the person is automatically forwarded to that download page. You know, I was talking about making your payment process automatic. It's as simple as that. The person comes to your website, you say click here to buy, he clicks. Once he clicks, remember that thing he's clicking is copied from the payment processor. So that thing takes the person to the payment processor. When he gets there, the payment processor asks for details, card, so, he puts it. If it is successful, he takes the person to the download page and the money is credited to your account. Hello? Have I been able to at least shed some light on it? We can't do a full training on it, no. We can't. We'll be pulled down by a lot of issues. Some people will not understand. We have to repeat it about 10 times. Some people will understand. We need to upload. We need to set up this, and we need to create an account. We can't do it in 1 hour. We can't. When you want to do it, you understand what I mean. But like I said, what you should look out for is their user manual. It will come with pictures, screens. Then remember what I just told you now, that you set your price, you put your URLs, your download URL and so on. It's as simple as that. It's not difficult. In fact, when you have set it up, even without the website, you can give the person URL. The person will click. You will see it. You can even put the URL in the browser and you'll be taken to the place where you will pay. It's quite straightforward. But you know, now you have two different things working together. Your site is a different entity. The payment processor is a different entity. They have to work together. That's why you have to go through all that process. Yes. Have I at least answered to an extent, madam? You still want me to do it? Listen, let's do it this way. After this period, where do we go? Is it break? When is break? Break is 1:30. Fine. Now listen. How many people share our sentiments? Uncle, go to their website. Go to their website. Yes. And that one is simple now. It's called recurring billing. It's a recurring billing. So it recurs. It recurs. Mini sites, websites, it's still websites. Go to check out website and find out that. I don't know about this one, no sir. Can you use MasterCard to pay for a payment that requires Visa card? I don't know about it. How relevant is eGold? I don't know. But I know eGold had issues a while back. Now listen, let me answer a question quickly. Now this is what I'm going to do. There is nothing you can tell me here today. I will still refuse to do that gymnastics. Because I know what it can entail. Hello? Now, you might feel that based on your level, you should be able to understand it. But you are one in just about 100. So this is what I'm going to do. I won't concede to your demand here. But this is what I'm going to do. I believe everybody here should have an email address. Okay, fine. I'm going to set up a page. Copy down this page. I'm going to set up a page and I'm going to put something there for you. I won't do it today. I won't do it tomorrow. I'll do it on Monday, over the weekend, so you can check it on Monday. millionairechallengeclub.com. millionairechallengeclub.com. Sorry, please. Just 3 more minutes. Millionaire Challenge, as in millionaire, challenge, club.com/ what is your name, madam? Daring. Can we spell that? DERIN. DERIN. .php. millionairechallengeclub.com / daring.php. P for photo. H for house. P for photo. millionairechallengeclub.com / daring.php. So when you get there on Monday, by God's grace, you see a step by step that shows you, for instance, how to integrate AlertPay. And then you can now do what we call a transference of knowledge, which means what you have done somewhere, you can move the knowledge somewhere else. Are you happy? I rest my case.